Man, what advice would you give to anybody just in that healing phase of grief? I mean, we all are in it to some extent, but
Yeah.
what advice would you
And
give?
so many things we grieve in, Mike. So many
Yeah.
things, so much loss. This
Hmm.
life is full of so much loss. It's
Hmm.
not just loss of loved ones, loss of relationships,
Of course.
loss of dreams hoped for. You feel what I'm saying? So much loss. I think that the way you move forward is just really coming back to, like I said, the unconditional love that my grandma had for me. That's my goal. That's my prayer. That's my therapy work. I'm trying to get to that. I'm trying to get to the point of loving myself so much that even my darkest parts and my lightest parts, I love them all equally because they mine. You
Man,
feel what I'm saying? Like my
man.
grandma, like I said earlier, if you worked at the McDonald's or you at the car wash or you was a doctor or you was a lawyer, she ain't the same love you got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm trying to
yeah,
love myself like that.
yeah. No, you're absolutely right, and it's funny you say that because I do feel like I give that out, and I'm learning how to give it to myself. So
It's hard. It take
it
work.
is.
It take work.
It does.
It take work
It
because this
does.
society don't tell. This society don't give a fuck about how you love yourself. It's like come and be commodified and get caught up in all this, like, what you wearing, what kind of car you driving, how many, what's your status, what's your whatever, what's your, how many likes you got in the thing. And it's all to commodify you. It's all to
Of
push
course.
capitalism forward. And so this society isn't set up for you to love yourself. It's not about real loving
But
yourself.
going back to something you mentioned earlier, your community,
Facts.
the people you keep around you. I will say I'm blessed to have the family that I was given, the friends that I found. Because, man, on them days when I'm not feeling like shit, those be the people that bring me back up. They don't tear me down.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And yeah, it really does feel like luck of the draw. I really do feel sometimes a little guilty for having such a dope. I call my people my circle of love, of which you are an intimate part of that. I sometimes feel a little guilty because my people dope as hell. I'm like, yeah,
Same,
they
man.
dope. You know what I'm saying? You see my people, Mike. You've been in this my family, my friends are so amazing, and I feel so blessed, so thankful, but a little guilty because like everybody ain't got it like that, and I don't know what it is. And people, always say, "Oh, it's something about me that draws those people." I don't know if that's true. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe, but I just feel like, yeah, it's too good to be true that this many marvelous people who
Bruh.
bring their best. They bring that. I feel like people come to me and bring their best version of themselves in my space, and I don't know what that's about, but I love it so much.
I
love
feel
it so
absolutely the same. I feel the same. But also, I recognize how connected I am to that. So I have to bring my best self when I'm in these spaces with people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And whatever that looks like, you know what I mean? Like it's not for me to judge it. Cause I recognize in the past I've felt what was my quote unquote best,
Mm-hmm.
had to look a certain way or be a certain way. And
Mhm.
now it's just like just being fucking present is
Facts.
enough.
Facts.
You know.
It's a gift. It's funny. I think in some ways I'm thinking, because as you talk about you having those people, I know for a fact I've seen it in action, what you bring to a space and why you pull out the best of people, right? I know your sincerity is just so tangible, and that makes people want to show up for you. That makes people want to bring like a particular part of their best selves. And so maybe people are right. Maybe it is something I do that does it, because I know that's how it works for you.
Yeah.
I know you come into a space in your sincerity and your like for lack of a better term, you give a fuck more than anybody I know. You know what I'm saying? That's a special thing, because everybody doesn't feel connected like that, and I don't know what it is, why it is that you have that gift, but it is so clear to me that when I'm talking to Mike Brown, I have his undivided attention, and he really does give a fuck about me. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you for that. I really do, because everybody ain't able, and it's not like a malicious thing. Because again, we said earlier, life is hard, and people got a lot going on, and your ability to go through all the stuff you've been through and still come up and be present and show up and give a fuck about people and show it so clearly, so tangibly, is a gift. And so that is a reminder of like there is something about you that brings people into your world like that. Cause no doubt about it, Mike Brown, if he don't do nothing else, he give a fuck. And I appreciate you for that.
I appreciate that, man. Lord, I got Byron in there crying.